Hello everyone, Nadia here with Above and Below Astrology. Happy Friday. I am so happy to be back here with you again this week for another YouTube video. And today I'm going to be highlighting the Lion's Gate portal especially. That is something that we're experiencing this weekend, tomorrow actually, on 8/8. And also tying in the energies of Sun in Leo and Moon in Aries, which is the energy that we will be experiencing this weekend astrologically as far as the Sun and the Moon placements or presentations. So there's a lot to dive into here, and I'm hoping to keep it fairly focused, but I also want to really cover the insights and interpretations I have and what's coming through for this weekend and with this energy. So first of all, let me just say that Leo is where the sun is still. So we're still in Leo season, and many of you may already know a lot about that energy or be familiar with that energy. It's a very fiery, bold, passionate, inspirational, outgoing, uplifting energy, one of the fire signs of the zodiac. So we have that presentation with the sun right now. That's what we've been experiencing for a couple weeks. And now we have the moon moving into Aries this morning. Actually, it's moved into Aries this morning. And it's going to be there through most of the weekend. Actually, I don't think it transitions to Taurus until late in the evening on Sunday. So we've got most of the weekend with the moon in Aries. We've got the sun in Leo. So that coupled together is a lot of really intense, fiery energy. So very, again, bold, very passionate, very inspirational, very independent, very freeing, just a lot of really beautiful, fiery, intense energy going on just with that combination in and of itself. So if you think about how you might normally feel like when you're experiencing the moon in a fire sign, just think of that heightened a lot with this sun and Leo combination too. And then we've got this Lion's Gate portal. So this is something that happens once a year on August 8th, 8/8. And what the Lion's Gate portal is a time where you're having this numerology of 8/8. So 8 in numerology represents infinity. So think about the infinite soul, your infinite self, your higher self, your spiritual self. So that's tying into this in a big way. So it takes place on August 8th, and this is also when the sun is in Leo, so during Leo season, and also when the star Sirius is rising. So when we have those three things combined, that's what's referred to as the Lion's Gate portal. So we are experiencing that tomorrow, and it's possible that many of us may feel this energy building. We may have already been feeling it building. I know I have personally. So this energy from the Lion's Gate portal starts to build leading up to the actual date, 8/8, and it's possible that you or many of us may still experience a lot of this energy and a lot of the shifting that takes place after that for several days. So it's not something that you may just feel only on Saturday or only on that specific day. It's something that very much like the new moon and the full moon, it can build several days leading up to it and then culminates on that day or with whatever astrological thing is taking place. And then you'll still feel it coming off of that, usually for 2 or 3 days, just depending on how in tune you were and how it felt for you and how you experienced that. So just keep that in mind. But yeah, definitely a culmination of that on Saturday. So the other things to keep in mind for this Lion's Gate portal, things that I want to share as far as my insights and interpretations, it's a very high vibrational energy that's coming through during this portal. So this portal really opens us up to receive a lot of high vibration energy. The earth is receiving this energy. We're all able to tune into this energy if we so choose to, and if we shift ourselves into a place with our consciousness and our awareness where we're able to receive it. So there's a lot of high vibration coming through, a lot of that really wonderful energy. It can feel very uplifting, very encouraging, inspiring, creative. There's just a lot of really amazing energy. So if you want to think about maybe how eclipse season felt, especially since we were experiencing all those eclipses mostly during Cancer season, and how Cancer season feels for many of us, how that can just be a lot more dense in some ways and really connected to emotions, and a lot can come up for us to process and release, and it can sometimes feel a little bit heavy, a little bit dense. think of this maybe as the opposite. So the pendulum at Cancer season swings, with especially with that all those eclipses that just took place. It's swinging, and we're moving into this Lion's Gate portal in Leo season. So the energy shifts very dramatically here. So if you think about a month ago how things were feeling, a month or so ago, think of that just shifting quite a bit dramatically for most of us with what's coming in. It's a time, as I said, 8 is the number that's represented by infinity, or that represents infinity. And so you're thinking about your infinite self, your infinite soul, your spiritual self, or your highest self, however you want to look at that. So it's definitely a time for very heightened spiritual awareness, connecting to your higher self or your highest self more fully and more deeply, being open to receive different messages, very connected to intuition, receiving messages from all possible sources, different beings, maybe ancestors, angels, other inter or multidimensional beings. There's a lot of galactic energy coming in with this. So just there's a possibility to receive a lot as far as messages, insights, clarity, wisdom. It's a time to really be open, if at all possible, just so that you're able to receive more of this energy that's coming through to the earth and from different beings, if that's something that you're ready to receive and wanting to receive. It's also a time of DNA activation. So the number 8 is associated with DNA activation also. So it's a really good time to be caring for our bodies, to be nurturing our bodies, to be resting if we feel like we need to rest. So really listening to the body and not forcing, pushing the body to do anything that doesn't feel good. Resting and relaxing can really help with these activations and these downloads and maybe these upgrades that are happening for a lot of us. So really being nourishing with ourselves and our physical bodies, resting, relaxing, not pushing, not forcing, just allowing ourselves to be uplifted and allowing this process to unfold so that we can receive all of the benefits from this beautiful portal. It's also a time where the heart chakra can really start to feel open and activated, and there's a possibility for a lot of healing to take place there, especially if there's anything still that you've maybe been holding on to, any old wounds or past wounds, or especially things with relationships, things that just didn't feel good or that were hurtful. So a lot can be activated with the heart chakra, which also invites a lot of healing to come in if that needs to take place. And if there isn't a lot of healing that's really needing to take place, and you feel like you've really processed and released a lot, and anything that's needed to heal in the past, if you feel like you've already gone through that process, it can just be a really beautiful opening for the heart chakra, help you remain more open, feeling more connected to yourself, to others, and just be in this more receptive mode to receive all of this beautiful energy that's coming through. It's a time for significant peace and abundance and joy, upliftment, just really good energies coming through with this Lion's Gate portal. A lot of this we will feel already just during Leo season anyway. So the last week or so, ever since we hit Leo season, I think that was actually on the 22nd of last month. So we've been there for a couple weeks, but this is stuff that you may have already been feeling anyway. And now we have the moon in Aries. So that just really amps things up and gets things going even more with that fiery, uplifting energy. And it can feel really freeing and independent. This is also very much about freedom in so many ways. So if you think about that, and then you couple all of this energy coming in with the Lion's Gate portal, it's like it's all just on steroids. So hopefully for many of us, it just feels like a really beautiful, uplifting, activating time where we're able to really open up and to receive more and more and more of what we've been wanting and what we've been desiring and what we've been asking for. Hopefully we've done a lot of the inner work, we've done a lot of the clearing, we've done a lot of the healing, and now we're ready to really tune into this frequency of abundance and joy and liberation and freedom and passion and just living in congruence and in embodiment of our highest self. That's really what a lot of this is about. So we have this opportunity to also to have just a shift in our awareness, in our consciousness, to be more open, more expanded in that way. So a lot of insights could come through, things that might even surprise you during this Lion's Gate portal. So just really, no matter what you're feeling personally, just make sure you're tuning into that, that you're not pushing any of that away, that you're just remaining open to allowing what's coming through for you to come through, and really being with that and feeling that. not trying to make it be a certain way or force it to be a certain way, but just really create the space for yourself to feel what's going on and to feel the different energies that you're personally experiencing, because we will each experience this in different ways. So even though this is a lot of my insights and interpretations about what the energy generally can feel like or does feel like or may feel like, we're each going to still experience this and interpret this a little bit differently, just based on our own unique path, based on our own unique natal charts. I've talked about this before. So just really being open to what you're receiving, because we all are in places where we're ready to receive different things, just depending on where we are on our path. But overall, it should hopefully feel pretty light and beautiful and uplifting, and just a really good energy to help move us into the rest of this year and to create some momentum moving forward on our path with what we're really feeling called to do while we're here. So hopefully that resonates with you. If not, not to worry, of course. Just please take what resonates and leave the rest. But I really felt called this week, since we're moving into this portal tomorrow, to share some of my insights and interpretations, and then you're able to just kind of take, as I said, what resonates, leave the rest, and just be open to receiving this beautiful energy and what it has in store for you, and let it surprise you. We don't have to, as I said, make anything happen or force anything to happen. We just are open, we're receptive, and we allow it to come through. We allow ourselves to receive these downloads, these transmissions, these DNA activations, and just experience this beautiful energy in whatever way it is meant to move through us at this time. So I hope that you're all doing so well. I appreciate you being here with me, for tuning in with me. Just as much as you're able to tune into those frequencies of abundance and joy and peace and freedom, and just see where those take you. Even though a lot of what I've talked about, I'm talking about outer or outside influences, so much of it also is about what's going on within us and our own perception. So if we're able to tune into these frequencies, then we're able to experience them in even more heightened ways. So hopefully that also encourages you. So I hope you have a beautiful weekend, all of you, that you really make the most of this incredible energy with the Sun in Leo, the Moon in Aries, and this Lionsgate portal we're experiencing tomorrow. I would encourage you just to do whatever you feel called to do. If you feel like journaling, if you feel like spending time in nature, if you feel like doing things that feel more grounding. It can be a very intense energy, even though it's hopefully feeling good, it can still be very intense. So doing grounding practices can really help, especially with all of this fiery energy. Grounding practices that involve movement of the body. If you think about yoga or any other kind of mindful movement practice that you may be interested in or already practice, then those are great things to help you tune into this energy and get energy moving in the body, but also still feel grounded. So hopefully that might help you as well. So as I said, just be open, do what you feel called to do what feels good, and then take your time with this and create space for yourselves. So yeah, I'll be back next week with another video. I'm at this point keeping these two about once a week, I'm thinking, unless something shifts, which that's very possible, but for now that's where I am. Hopefully every week on Friday, for the most part, I'll be sharing a new video and checking in with you. And yeah, as far as into next week, we are in the currently in the waning gibbous phase of the moon. So this energy of the moon is decelerating just a bit. We're going to be moving into the last quarter phase on Tuesday next week, and then we'll be experiencing the new moon about a week after that. So I'll be sharing more on all of that next week. And yeah, for now, just sending all of you so much love, so much light, so many abundant and infinite blessings, especially during this Lionsgate portal. And I look forward to connecting with you all again soon. So take care, sweet friends. I'll connect with you very soon. Bye.